As we start the week here, are you building on top of a solid foundation or are you building on top of wreckage? When you think about how things ended up at the end of last week, easing in to the weekend, and how you're approaching this week to get you to where you want to be by the end of the week, what are you truly building on? Was there some sort of conflict? Was there some sort of miscommunication that you were involved in towards the end of last week, which makes things just a wee bit less certain as you're starting this week and gives you that kind of thought process of saying, I don't know where I stand with it. Did we actually really resolve that? What does that look like? Then I would suggest you're potentially building upon wreckage and not a solid foundation. So if you have some things in your life right now as you're progressing forward that you're kind of thinking, I'm not 100% sure, I truly don't know where I stand with that, I would suggest that you go and do some investigation work. You ask some questions, and if any repairs are required, you lean into those repairs and you get that solid foundation back. Because if some meetings went awry, if a conversation just went a wee bit south and you just didn't expect it to do that, if there was some sort of detriment to the projects or the initiatives that you're working on or in, you need to give yourself that opportunity to say, what am I building on here? If you build on wreckage, it's going to fall apart at some point. There might be unresolved differences. There might be some sort of miscommunication that makes you go in a bit of a different direction than what you're supposed to be going. And you'll know exactly what that is for you. So start to think about that as you start off the week here with intention. Am I building on a solid foundation that was co-created up to and including last week? Or is there a wee bit of shaky ground there? Is there some debris, some wreckage that I'm building on top of that could end up causing monumental, catastrophic, distractive, and destructive situations for me down the road? And then start to take the affirmative steps that your future self will absolutely thank you. Have a great week.